Welcome back to the digital class. I hope you are all doing well and you all might be excited to learn some new and interesting concepts in our today's mathematics class. So today we are going to discuss on measurement of line segment. So before we exactly start, let us see what we are going to learn in our today's topic. Let's see. So in our today's topic, we are going to learn about concept of length and conversion of various lengths. And finally, we are going to learn about estimation of length of different objects. So first, let us start with the concept of length. Can you see the images shown or the figures shown on your screen? Can you just segregate them based on one specific property? Let's see. If you notice, the figures are arranged based on, since they are curved in shape, they are arranged at one side. But whereas to your right side, if you see, all those figures, they are made up of only line segments. You can see here, these three figures are made up of only line segment. So, we already learnt about a line segment. Can you recall what a line segment is? So, a line segment is formed by joining any 2 points. And when you join any 2 points, definitely it will have some fixed length. So let us consider this line segment AB. So here are the 2 points A and B. This AB is nothing but the line segment. Now, this distance from point A to point B is known as the length of line segment. Do you know what actually a length is? What do you mean by length? Let's see. So length is nothing but the measurement of how long an object is between one point to another point. For example, if you consider the length of your classroom, maybe it is some 15 meters, or maybe if you consider, say, the box, or here you can see this box, the length from this point to this point, maybe some 15 to 20 centimeters. Now consider the line segment AB. The length of a line segment is generally measured in, yes, either millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers. Okay. And also if you notice, to measure this length of any line segment, we need some accurate instruments. What are those instruments? Let's see. So here you can see, what do you call this instrument, children? Yes, this is nothing but a ruler, or we can call it as a scale also. Then there is another device or instrument called the measuring tape. So this is also used to measure the length only. So we'll discuss why we use these two in measuring the lengths. Notice here on your screen you can see pencil and an eraser. These are generally very small, isn't it? So to measure these, we use scale or a ruler. Okay. But suppose if you want to measure longer lengths or longer distance, like for example here if you notice, a person is doing long jump. So that distance you have to measure. So you cannot use an ordinary scale or a ruler. Or to measure the length of a door, you use a measuring tape. Okay. So measuring tape is generally used to measure bigger lengths. So for smaller length, we use ruler or a scale. So let us consider the scale, children. Now, if you notice, there are some divisions marked over there. Now let us zoom it and see what actually it is. Here you can see there are some divisions, okay, starting from 0 onwards. If you take a look at this particular portion, okay, it starts from 0 to 1. So this one complete unit. This is 1 centimeter, this length. So this you generally see in your normal scale which you use for drawing or margins and all, okay. And here if you notice, here you can see a small portion, again another portion, like that. There are 10 equal divisions or 10 equal parts. Now these 10 equal parts are usually called as millimeter. That means 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts and each equal part is called a millimeter. That means I can say that a centimeter, this one is divided into 10 equal parts and each part is called as a millimeter. So 10 millimeter is nothing but 1 centimeter. So let us go for higher unit, children. So here if you notice, here it is a longer scale starting from 0 to 100. So it is called a meter scale. Okay. That means 1 meter consists of 100 equal parts or equal divisions, and each division is called a centimeter. That means I can say 1 meter is 100 centimeters. But already we have seen, children, just now 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. So using this relation, what we can say, 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeters, or it can be written as 1000 millimeter also. Okay. Now we will convert the units from one to another one. For example, here if you can see an example, convert 15 centimeter 4 millimeter into millimeter. So completely you have to convert into millimeter. Let's see the solution for this. So here we have already seen 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So what will be 15 centimeters? Yes, it is 15 into 10. 15 into 10, 150 millimeters. That means 15 centimeters can be written as 150 millimeters. But what actually we need? 15 centimeter 4 millimeter. That means 15 centimeters plus 4 millimeters. 15 centimeters is 150 millimeters, and plus this 4 as it is, no change. So now both are in same units, right? Millimeters and millimeters. So you can add them. So 150 plus 4, we get 154 millimeters. That means we can say 15 centimeter 4 millimeter is nothing but 154 millimeters. So here we'll see converting 3 meters 25 centimeters into centimeters. Okay. So 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeters. We have seen just now the relation between them. But we want 3 meters. That means 3 into 100. How much you get? Right. It is 300 centimeters. But we want 3 meters 25 centimeters. That means 3 meters plus 25 centimeters. 3 meters means 300 centimeters plus again 25 centimeters. Both are into same units now, centimeter, centimeter. So I can add 300 plus 25. You get 325 centimeters. That means 3 meter 25 centimeter can be written as 325 centimeters. Now consider the line segments shown on your screen. Now just looking at those line segments, can you compare the lengths of these line segments? No, it is not possible, right? Not possible all the times, because if you see this one and say this one, you can say this is smaller and bigger. But when you compare these three, you can't exactly judge which is greater and which is smaller. What we are going to do, we are going to now find out exactly how to find the length. So consider the, say, a thumb and a palm. Now here we are going to estimate the length and also measure them. So first we are going to estimate, like roughly we are going to see how much will be the, or how much is the length of the thumb and the palm. So I guess it is, say, around 4 centimeters, and maybe this would be around say 15 centimeters. Let us imagine. Now let us find out actual length using the instrument, that is, say, a scale or a ruler. Now here is the starting point and this is the ending point, right? Now we have to find the length between these two. So I'll place a scale over there. Now I'll just zoom it. So you can see here, see where the last one is ending, exactly at 3 here and 6 points, also 6 parts. So 3 centimeter and 6 millimeters. So the actual length of this thumb is 3 centimeter and 6 millimeter. This is how we can find accurately using a scale or a ruler. Okay. So almost we have estimated it a bit correctly only, right? 5 centimeters we assumed. Now let us go for the palm also now. So here again it will start from this point and end here. Now place a scale here or a ruler. Here it is 11, after 11, 4. That means actual length of the palm is 11 centimeter. Since 4 parts are there, so 4 millimeter. So this is the actual length of the palm and we assumed it as around 15 centimeters. So I just give an assignment for you. So in this, take a chalk piece and you just first estimate what is the length and find the actual length using a ruler. Again take an eraser, estimate the length, find out the actual length and do for the longest finger. So with this we have come to the end of our mathematics class. We'll meet in our next session with some another interesting concepts. Till then, goodbye and happy learning.